Everybody, it's Glenn Elk reincarnated and a lot of good friends. Haven't seen you for a while, so it's good to be back. It's good to see everyone. So Roseanne asked me to do a toast, her birthday toast, and so I put a lot of thought into this. I always went all the way back to the first time I met Roseanne. The first time I met Roseanne, there was this strong smell of incense. And there was this guy in a dress trying to drown me. No kidding. Roseanne saved my life, though. She called it becoming my godmother. Some people call it Catholic baptism. I call it becoming my lifeguard. She was beside me ever since. She's been great. I'm not sure the last time Roseanne's been to church since my baptism. But all I know, she saved my life, and she'll be a saint in my books forever. Roseanne started business early. She started in her grandfather and her father's Little Giant grocery store. At the time, we would have thought it was a Super Kroger's, but today you'd call it a convenience store. Roseanne worked there for free, and some would say it was because she respected her elders. She respected her grandfather, her father. I think it was because she loved to fill money. She loved working at cash register. Yeah, you think about it, that runs in the Policano family. You look at Larry, you look at Matt, you look at Joey Fiscaldi, you look at all the ones that have that business entrepreneurship.
Larry Mazza also.
Well, you think about it, you're my godmother. Does that make me a bankster? What is it? So, Roseanne, she owned Glen Elk. She ran those four corners of Glen Elk, 4 block corners of Glen Elk. And it was like living in a movie set. There were characters in there like from a movie. You had guys like Whiskey Joe, Pop Bottle Pete. Yeah, you had them all. Then you had the Taino clan. Everybody had a nickname in the Taino clan. You had like Fizz and Babe and Lulu and Hot Dog Bill. These were all the Tainos. And then you had the famous sheriff. All were there. But that wasn't enough for Roseanne. She wanted to see the movies herself. So what she do? She became a stewardess. Now they call it flight attendant for TWA. She flew coast to coast, and then she went all the way out to California. Fell in love with it. Went to the top to the bottom of California. It was great. From there, she went to the Grand Canyon. At the Grand Canyon, she went to the rim of the Grand Canyon, got a donkey, and rode it all the way to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I can tell you that's not the first time she's rode a jackass, and won't be the last. Yeah. That's right. So her saying was, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Yeah. That's right.
Right here, we found them.
That's right. So there she loved New York as well. She traveled to New York, coast to coast. Father Vincent, our cousin, was the king of New York, and she loved New York as well. And they say it's a city that never sleeps. I'm not sure Roseanne sleeps either. You know what I mean? Roseanne didn't have enough. She worked for C&P as an operator. That wasn't enough for her. She had that entrepreneurial spirit that's in the Policano family. She wanted to have her own business. So the 31 flavors of Baskin Robbins didn't intimidate her at all. She had got that franchise, one of the first in West Virginia, and it was one of the best stores in West Virginia. I was one of those first. Yes, it was. I was one of her first employees. I really was. I was one of her first employees. And she believed in diversity even back then. It was me, 2 gay guys, and a lesbian. And it was one of the best. It was one of the best crews. We were rated #1 in the Pittsburgh district of Baskin Robbins. There's a certificate on the wall for that. Roseanne was a great business leader. And I can remember there was never a fingerprint on the glass. Every glass was clean, no question about it. We had to use an S in our wrist to scoop the ice cream. And that S scoop, I'll never forget it. She made us do it so we could get these perfect balls. Is that why you hired the gay guys? No, what was that? No. I don't know. But anyway, from there, she went on to the Rosebud storage buildings. And from the Rosebud storage buildings, everybody who had a storage unit had a key. But don't forget, if you didn't pay Roseanne, she had the master key. She always had the ace card up her sleeve. Yeah. And then, you could take the girl out of Glen Elk, but you can't take Glen Elk out of the girl. Right? There have been many times people wanted to revitalize Glen Elk. But Roseanne's business and marketing skills, she did it through Facebook. She has Glen Elk Memories. It's a fantastic book. It's a fantastic page on Facebook that's revitalized Glen Elk with memories, with great pictures. It's got people inspired to go over there and do things again. It's a wonderful job, Roseanne, and it's terrific. You did great there, revitalizing that. But that doesn't talk about Roseanne and her family for love of family and friends. You're here because you love her. She's a great person. I can tell you, it's her godson. I don't know if anybody you can tell who your godmother, you remember who your godfather is. I do, because Roseanne never forgot me. It's probably the same with you. She always remembered my birthday. She always remembered if I had a picture in the paper, she'd cut it out and send it to me. Any time in my life, if it was an anniversary, wedding, birth of a baby, Roseanne was there, sent me something to recognize that. That's how special she is. And so, if you would raise your glass, I'd like to do a toast to Roseanne. I told you everything she did, but it's not about Roseanne and what she did. It's who Roseanne is. And Roseanne is a beautiful person. She's loyal. She's she's loyal. She's grateful. She's conscientious. She's a business person. She's one of the best. We love her. So to my godmother, our cousin, our good friend, the Queen of Glen Elk, toast to you, Roseanne. We love you.